Well, good evening. Welcome back to the Horse Racing Enthusiast on Monday, the 10th of November. And what an interesting day it's been. So remember, last night I gave you one horse, It's Easy, it was called, in the 305 at Kempton. But I said that it would need to soften the ground for it to be competitive, and if it wasn't, then maybe you want to leave it alone. But I left it alone because the ground just didn't soften up and it stayed good. Now, it actually finished third in a 6-horse race, so it didn't qualify for place, but it missed out on second by just half a length, and that was on ground that's not really suitable for it, at 33-1. So that left us with nothing, didn't it really? Because I looked at the forecast and I thought, I'm not going to end up with anything here today. So I trialled something and I put a video on at just before lunchtime, I think it was, with two horses that I've trialled in the lower half of the weights. And I said I'm going to do it Monday to Saturday this week. So there was two horses that I give you today. And both come second. One only missing out by, I think it was a head on winning. And there were decent prices, they weren't bad at all. I think it was 13-2 and 6-1 or 13-2 and 7-1, I can't remember. But two horses come second. So that was really good. And quite a few of you obviously took up the challenge, and because I said it was a trial, and you backed them in each way doubles, and well done, because you've got them in. And as I said, not bad prices, better than even, so you were going to make money if they both come in. So well done to anyone who had them this afternoon. And I always said that I will always be straight talking with you and honest, and I was last night. I said, don't back it easy if the ground doesn't soften up. But it's always your choice anyway, because it's not my money, it's your money, it's your choice. So you put on the bets that you want to do. Nobody has to back my selections, I've always said that. But if you do, good luck and be lucky. Now, a lot of people said this morning we're going to wait to see nearer to the time of the 305 whether the ground was going to soften up. It didn't. And I think many of us probably just left it alone. But well done on the other two, where the ground was right for both of them. They were in the lower half of the weights. They weren't massively under their best official rating, but they were enough to convince me that they were low enough down the weights and they were low enough below their best official rating to be competitive. And they were. And we're delighted with that here, that we got two good second places and one just missing out on a win. Right, tomorrow I've got three for you that I'm going to trial, because and that's what I'm going to do this week. It is a trial week. It's still the back form system. Nothing has changed, but I'm concentrating on the lower part of the weights, the lower part of the race card, where they've got a good or decent rating below their best official rating. And we've got three tomorrow. So it's trial day 2, if you like, of the back form system, lower weights, ignoring basically the higher weights. We're just concentrating really on the last 4 or so of the weights in each of these races. So the first one tomorrow is Huntington 201. It is Honor de Savola. Honor de Savola. It is it's had winning places on good ground, and the ground is good at Huntington so far tomorrow. Obviously, we're going to have to check the ground. I'm giving you these now. You're going to have to check the ground to make sure it's appropriate. And if it changes from good, you need to see if it's had success on the current ground, whatever it'll be tomorrow. It hasn't won at the distance, but it's had a good second at the distance. So that convinces me enough that it could possibly win at the distance. It's £18 below its best ever official rating, and it's 7th on the race card out of 9, and that's Honor de Savola on the Huntington 201. Right, moving on to Hereford 245. Strongly fancy this one. Trappista. It is a course winner. It's won and placed numerous times on the ground. There's no issue there. And it looks as if it can pretty much go on any ground anyway, Trappista. It is card number 8 out of 9. It's had many places near to the distance, but not actually hit the distance. But it's had many places very close to the distance that it's running. It is £37 below its below its best ever official rating. And that's Trappista in 245 at Hereford. I really like the look of that one. And it's so far down in the weights, it's bottomed out pretty much, as it bottomed out enough to get its nose over the line tomorrow. And then your final one out of the 3, Hereford 355. It is Cawthorne Banker. It is a distance winner. It is £18 below its best official rating. It's had many wins and places on the ground too. So there's no issues there with the ground. It's done the distance. It's £18 below its best official rating. Cawthorne Banker. Now, we did have this a couple of weeks ago. It was a non-runner. I'm not sure if it's run since. I certainly haven't had it myself. But I remember it last time. It was in the lower half of the race card. Sorry, the top half of the race card. I think it was number 3 or 4. It's down in 10. Sorry, it's down in 11th out of 14. So it's dropped again in the weights. It's now become extremely competitive. And these 3 horses tomorrow, to me, look good. Trappista certainly does look very good. Cawthorne Bank looks very good too. And Honor de Savola looks as if it's got a real opportunity. Not as good as the other 2, I may add, but I'm pretty convinced it could run definitely into a place. And that is your 3 horses for tomorrow. Straight talking Ste, no holds barred, very honest assessment of the horses' chances for Tuesday, the 11th of the 11th, which of course is Remembrance Day, Armistice Day. So remember at 11 o'clock tomorrow your 2 minutes silence in respect of all the people who've gone before us, who fought to make this country safe and peaceful. Right, good night, God bless, have a great evening, whatever you're doing, and I will see you all tomorrow. Remember, I'll be putting the Busy Punters tips back on again in the morning because we've got more than one, and actually we didn't end up with 1 today, did we? Because we scrapped that one, but we ended up with 2, and they did well, both second and 1 nearly won. Good night, God bless. Thanks for watching the Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee.